Hey there, people. I made a video about Dragonborn Voiceover a little while back, and the original creator just came out with a massive update, Dragonborn Voiceover 2.
The chief of Morkazgur doesn't seem fond of you.
Dragonborn Voiceover allows your player character to have their own voice with actual mouth movement and at the amazing high-level quality of 11 Labs.
So what's your plan? How do I infiltrate the Thalmor embassy?
Even if that battle is with a dragon?
Or now, local TTS services. First, how to install. Obviously, you download it and install it like any other mod. But take note the requirements have changed. You'll need address library for your version of Skyrim. I have 1.5.97 even now. New one here, SKSE menu framework, and obviously SKSE. SKSE menu framework is a successor to traditional mod configuration menus. You'll need engine fixes, which you should already have anyway. Alt-tab fix is not actually a requirement, and this IMGUI VR helper is only required for VR. And then once again, address library for your version. Also, PSA, if you upgrade a mod that has an MCM to an SKSE menu framework mod, don't do it mid-playthrough. That will corrupt your save game. Install all of this in your mod manager of choice, and ensure Dragonborn Voiceover 1 is disabled, as your mod manager will most likely not register it as the same mod. Once you load up your game, press F1 to open SKSE menu. As you can see, Dragonborn Voiceover 2 supports DBVO 1 voice packs. All you need to do to swap between them is check and uncheck Use Legacy Voiceover. That also means within a specific voice type, you can't mix and match between 1 and 2. Just pick the option of the voice pack you're using right now in this character. Going through the options, you can adjust your voice's volume and reverb. I did find some of my voices had a little bit too much auto reverb. Disable alias parsing means your character will speak to things in brackets. Unchecked means they don't. You know, like when it says alias equals player or whatever. You can check force localized prompt parsing if you use a language other than English. Disable player subtitles if you feel like it. You can also adjust the NPC response delay if you find that they're talking over you. I haven't really seen that happen so far. The presets and default options here at the bottom just allow you to carry over your options between save games. The JSON files for such are located in your DBVO2 folder. Here's the default JSON. Under Advanced, you can override the language using Use Localized Mappings. Like if you want to use a Japanese voice pack, but your settings for everyone else is English, for example. And DBVO logging is mainly for development, if you have issues, to see what your problem is, or to see what DBVO is doing.
Approach, my child, and choose where your new life shall begin.
I'm a new member of a guild.
Which guild are you a new recruit for?
The Companions. I knew it. What? Who are the Companions?
Now, a little bit of troubleshooting. If you get this message when you try to open the menu, you need to ensure DBVO 1 is disabled or removed, as it had a special version of dialogmenu.swf. Some other mods have the original version of this file and they should be fine. If you don't get a DBVO menu in SKSE menu, go through all the requirements and requirements of requirements. That's where they get you. And now, the real fun. Create your own voice pack. Like last time, I just want to preface this with, if you're using 11 Labs, which this guide is for, and so are all the tools I'll be using, this will take a butt ton of your monthly characters. 11 Labs, as you've seen in my videos, has a scary level of emotion and accuracy with voices, but it can get pricey. But it's really worth it. Here are some of the numbers of characters you'll need. So this is like a black hole you could spend months worth of your characters on. That being said, if anybody wants to use my affiliate code and give me some more free words, I would really appreciate it. Before I start this section, the mod author has a Discord which I suggest you check out if you run into problems. Links are in the description, and a lot of links in the description are also going to send you directly to the Discord. You'll get most of it from the Discord. I've just collected everything in one place to make it really easy. I'm going to suggest you take the voice pack maker and put all the unpacked things into the folder you intend to use for this, along with all your setup folders. You can see some of my old setup folders and backup folders and such are already in this folder, but really we only need one output folder now, and you won't be needing Yakitori audio converter, just the voice pack maker. You will also need a phonicsdata.cdf. There is a link in the description. Go to the mod author's Discord, download a topics file for whatever. I've included links to a few of the big topics files, but I'm also going to talk about how to make your own. Here's how you generate an API in 11 Labs. From your home page, go to Developers, API Keys, and then create a key. The name is automatically generated. It doesn't matter. You can determine what it's allowed to do. I would suggest just doing access for text to speech and then hit create key. You can go to copy key ID and then put it in a text document or something until you're ready. I've also included a link directly here. Now, as far as voices are concerned, you can either make your own voice or you can clone a voice. Go to the plus next to voices. I'm going to look at voice design first. Let's see. This is actually how I created Modzi and Carvolo.
Hello there, good sir.
It'll give you 3 examples that are pretty different.
Hello there, good sir. Hello there, good sir, or...
But if you want to clone a voice that already exists, hit Instant Voice Clone. What you need is about 3 minutes of good quality audio from the person in question. Let's check out Maven Blackbriar.
Humor is the sun that brightens even the cloudiest day.
Pretty good. Just a note on the different models. V2 is usually way closer to the original voice, and V3 is able to be extremely expressive, but not good for mass generation or sounding like the original voice. So you should be using V2 in the Voicepack Maker. Now onto the actual generation. Open up your DBVO Voicepack Maker. It does an initial setup, but you can change this at any time. And you don't need to redo this setup every time you open it. Pick your phonicsdata.cdf. The next option is the place for your API key from 11 Labs. If you're using it, which that guide assumes you are, just paste it in there. These other 2 options are for local TTS services, which I'm not going to go over today, but it's good to know that it's an option, you know? From here, create a new project. Pick your output folder. As you can see, this can be used to make a 2.0 or a 1.0 style voice pack. Pick your voice. V2 is already selected, and you may want to have a look at the settings, mainly the voice pack ID. And on output, you can see that this tool can automatically generate lip files. You can check the sliders for your voice against what it uses on 11 Labs, but good thing about this tool is that it automatically detects the defaults that you've used in the past. Anyway, exit settings. To add a topics file, go to add in the bottom right, add source, and you can drag and drop. Let's do the breathing abyss. With this tool, you can choose to do them one at a time, or do multiple at a time, or do them all. You can even test out what you made in the tool.
There's something paranormal happening here.
When you're ready, hit generate and tell it which ones you want to generate. It will actually show you progress and give you a general time it's going to take on this progress bar at the bottom. This was a small voice pack, but for the bigger ones, this can take a long time, like hours.
One eternity later.
The tool will completely pack it up for you. Once it's done, go to the output folder. All you really need for your final voice pack is in the final folder. So take that folder and use 7-zip or some such program to pack up the contents into a .7z file. And it's ready to be put into your mod manager of choice. So, you know, not too bad.
That was easy.
You can also have the pack do it as a faux mod, which means the user just downloads one large file and they get to select in their mod manager what voice packs to load, but I prefer to do it more loosely. Now, if you have a ton of old voice lines that are already made in V1 and you want to continue in V2, don't fret. There is a way to convert your old voice packs from V1 to V2. Open back up your voice pack maker and make a new project. I'm going to convert over alternate start because it's small, and I'll name the new projects the same thing as the old one, just for simplicity's sake. I'm going to go ahead and put my old voice pack in my output folder and unpack it. As before, pick your output folder. Create project. Go down to add, but this time pick import legacy. You do have to have the old topics file. Drag it in, pick choose audio folder and pick your old voice packs folder. hit import, and then all you got to do is hit export. Create Voicepack and then build Voicepack. And you're done. Feel free to repack up the final folder into a 7-zip file. This is how you make your own topics files. The list of your character's voice lines from a given mod that is used to generate voice lines in the previous section. I'm going to assume before this that you have xEdit set up. If not, go to another guide on how to enable xEdit and add it as a tool to your mod manager. Go to your xEdit folder, to the Edit Scripts folder, and put this script from the link in the description into that folder. Idrinth's new script is kind of nice because aside from generating the topics, if needed it will also create an ESP that fixes the voice lines. Open xEdit, right-click on the mod, apply script, pick Idrinth's script. These additional questions have to do with generating the fixes files. Just ask you what you want them to be called and where you want them to go. Also, where you want your topics files to end up. If the mod in question has no fixes needed, then nothing will be made for that, and you'll just get a topics file. That's about it. You may have noticed that I have 3 voice packs of my own. Serket the burly boy in front of you, Roheisa, and Female V. The links are in the description. I'm adding to them every now and then, but it does take a lot of voice lines and time. So anyway, so long, thanks for watching.